Alright, what's up, you guys? Welcome to the podcast. My name is Hector Espinosa. Today we have a. If you guys go to any lucha show, está la bola de gritones. Está el del horn. So, we have the one, the only, the dude with the horn, El Gritón, part of the Desmadre crew. Gustavo. Right now he's gonna be joining the Zoom call. So once he's in the Zoom call, we will come back. Alright. So we are, as you guys see, Rossi's iPhone. I don't know who the hell Rossi is, but we're just gonna go ahead and say okay with that. Oilo, aquí estamos con el Gus.
What's up?
El mero mero del Desmadre crew. ¿Qué
What's
onda?
up, yo? Doing your boy G fucking Gus here. You know, we out here, man. Hola, carnal. How's we doing? Oh, yeah, the coke. The coke.
No es vironga, bro. Yo no tomo. Soy niño bueno.
Como debe ser.
Puro niño bueno aquí, ya saben.
Pues obvio, you're in your own household, if I believe.
Yeah, yo estoy en mi cantón. I'm at the crib. I'm being a good kid. Ya saben. So welcome to the show. This is episode number 5 here on Espinosa Talks. We've had literally for all of you guys watching this on Facebook Live, we've done Valentin, we've done Lone Zone, we've done Young LFB. This time I said, you know what? Let's twist it a little bit. Let's get some lucha involved in here, and why not get this started with one special guest, Gustavo from the Desmadre crew.
Yeah,
We had to bring the best people out here. We got to bring the best people onto this podcast. Do I hear Extreme Warrior? Maybe.
A huevo.
We got to get him on this podcast.
Huevo. Send him the link, way.
You know what? Yeah, I'm actually going to share the link with a bunch of people right now.
Huevo. Share it with me, Damien.
Yeah, I think I tagged you. I'm sending it to you right now.
Well, yeah, there it is.
Yeah. I'm sharing it with a bunch of people.
Things are rápido right now. Like I said, this is my phone, and I'm in a remote area. Pues, you know, I don't want to screw around.
Está fumando mota. Ya lo conozco.
No, ese es el Extreme. No, hombre. Pinche Popeye. You know, Popeye was a pot smoker. Why think he always carry a pipe?
And spinach. Spinach was the metaphor for weed.
Literally. It was right there, and we didn't notice.
Honestly, it took us like, okay, we were. How old were you when you learned Popeye was smoking weed? That type of thing.
Ooh. Until like pre-high school, when I first noticed, you know, I was starting to notice a lot of shit around.
Same.
But no, it's those little hints. Because remember, who is the writer that make these type of cartoons? It's not kids, way. They're fucking adults.
Exactly. That's super exactly like on to the point right there.
Why do you think there's these subliminal messages? They're meant to be there. They got editors. They got writers to do that shit. And what they are, they're adults.
Exactly. Illuminati Talks with Hector Espinosa featuring Gustavo.
El Desmadre crew.
With Desmadre crew leader. Who is the leader of the Desmadre crew?
Like the head?
Yeah, el mero. Damien. And who's the baby of the whole group? Jay.
Like Jay? Is he in?
Is he even in
right now?
Am I even in? I don't even know if I'm in or not.
Like right now, this is live right on Facebook.
Yeah, we're live on Facebook right now.
No, it's all. No, pero yeah, he's the baby of isn't he like 14, 15?
I don't even know. I just know he goes to middle school. Un saludito para Rick Martinez, who's on this live.
You know, saludos. We out here.
¿Qué andamos? So, where, like, ¿de dónde salió Desmadre Crew? Was it just one day de repente, ¿sabes qué? We're Desmadre Crew. Or y'all got together and said, you know what? Let's start a little cliquilla Desmadre Crew.
Esta cliquilla, como dice uno, this happened around the time when Rudy was opening up, making his first day as a promoter in APW, no?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the first shows porque the first 2-3 years, it was all about Extreme. Extreme was like the head of the company.
El mero mero.
El mero mero. And yes, I'm willing to talk about the history of APW. Now that APW is now, we're going our way to Amazing Mania, which is like a week and a half from now, si no me equivoco.
Are you going to go?
It's not this Sunday, next Sunday, October 24th. 4 or 5 years already.
Yeah, that's true. I joined what? On year number 3 or number 2? 3, ¿verdad?
But by that time, when you were training, you obviously you need to be trained, ¿verdad?
Yeah, obviously. You got to be trained.
Okay.
I think I joined around before... ¿Qué era? I was there for one of the recent Amazing Mania. At Amazing Mania 4.
Amazing Mania.
So I was there for number 4.
Because I knew that porque you were around that time you were having this rivalry with my good old
ese nombre no se debe de decir aquí. Este nombre no se dice. Porque luego me enojo. Luego me enojo.
We talked about this one. You had your little rivalry with Red Hood.
Yeah, hey, Red Hood, if you watching this, I'm looking straight at the camera, bro. Tenemos algo pendiente, papi. Ay, no me para que sepas. Me la debes.
You know who you...
Me diste esa patada. Me diste esa patada. Todavía me la debes. When he got on top of the rope, and then just like looked at me and then said, "Screw it." Boom! En el mero pecho, para que le duela. You think I don't remember?
Package pile driver his ass.
Con una mano. Choke slam.
Okay. Oh yes, the history of APW. It was around the time when the whole Desmadre crew started as when APW también estaba, it was on his foundations. Mm-hmm. When Rudy had shows at his plaza.
Oh yeah. The plaza shows. I think I went to one of them before I even joined. I think. Probably did.
I know that very well porque at the time there was this little card shop called Gateway City. Shout out to my boy Pajamas, by the way. If you know who you are, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's when I found out about Rudy's promotion, no? At the time. Yeah, es cuando I had my homie Daniel Perez and Eric Perez.
Mm-hmm.
And that started to go more to these APW shows because they were the shit, no?
And they still are. They still are. They're bringing top names up into this company right now. Like, por ejemplo, Alberto del Rio, bro. Like,
Alberto Patron. And no, I tell you, we come a long way. Rudy has come a long way también. And all the promoters here in Laredo también. We're growing the scene. We're having a really healthy scene. Y ahora, and that's why I was talking to the phone with my boy Danny. Okay, hey, wait, now that the bridges are finally open, the borders are opening up. Toda la raza del otro lado from across, from Mexico, Laredo and such, they're gonna hit up Rudy for booking.
La feria.
It's been a while since I seen Guerrero Espacial Junior.
Yes.
Guerrero Espacial Junior. Who else I miss? Exodia.
Oh yeah, I dude.
Like they're my boys también. O sea, it's been a while. Street Boy también. Mucho talento del otro lado from across.
Yeah, there's a bunch of when I got to see a bunch of them before this whole COVID thing hit. COVID, when it hit and it knocked pretty much everything down. No hubo luchas por un tiempo. We started just with locals and a little bit out of towners. And now mira, we're getting top tier Jasmine Allure. We're getting Estrellita. We're getting Rodney Mack. We're getting all these top names coming in. And then now we're getting all these, hopefully, ¿qué es? November 8 cuando abren el puente?
Yeah.
We're getting all our pretty much Mexican wrestlers from Nuevo Laredo back. Hopefully. Y a ver cómo va. De que van a reventar un lugar, van a reventar el lugar.
Lo reventar. Porque, believe me, we do need that. Si necesitamos, we need that Mexican money.
Yeah, we need that Mexican.
No,
We also need that little extra Mexican flavor to all our luchas.
De verdad.
Like, don't get me wrong. Todos estos, they're doing a good job in, the APW Mexico. But I feel like having these, like, uno que otro de Nuevo Laredo in our matches will make it pop a little more. Porque, come on. Estos allá en Nuevo Laredo, they're used to, like, yelling at you. Estos aquí te gritan, pero, like, sin ganas. Los de allá te gritan porque te gritan.
No, it's a part of our culture. Es parte de nuestra cultura.
Besides that,
You can have Dark Cobra and his sibling. If you know what I'm talking about. Él te va a contar.
sí,
And I remember.
he's dope. I got a chance to talk to both of these dudes with and without masks. Son buena onda.
Sí, they're very down to earth. Y I remember they're around my age, y we grew up going to Nuevo Laredo on Mondays en la famosa Cuatro Caminos.
Oh,
that's where
yeah.
The legends, Abismo Negro, El Pelo Aguayo, Damián 666, todas las leyendas, all the legends. I didn't see Sunday Chicana, but my dad did back in the 80s and 70s.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a big mark. That's a big fucking mark. Pero prefiero, but now as of recent, I've been taking him down to the shows here in Laredo porque, hey, you see, we have a scene here just as good as Nuevo Laredo.
Yeah. From what I'm seeing here on Facebook, I am reading the comments. Some of the comments. Hey, en serio, Valentín, I'm not going to invite you to episode 6. Estoy watchando que me puso Valentín que only people that are vaccinated are going to be able to cross.
By this time, oh, pero, encourage you to vaccinate.
Hey, honestly, guys, yeah, Gus here actually does have a point. If you guys are afraid to get the vaccine, bro, I already got the vaccine. Ya me puse la vacuna. For crying out loud, it's like literally getting poked with a needle. Yeah, man, not even a needle. You don't even feel it. That's the thing. They just do it instantly. No duele. Like, doesn't even hurt.
When it was still approved, that was the least painful vaccine I've taken in my life. Neta.
It was the easiest vaccine for me, bro.
The vaccine ever.
Un saluditos para el Héctor Díaz, para Gabriel Garza y para Ricky Patiño. Ese nombre se me había reconocido. ¿Quién será? That name sounds so familiar, pero no sé dónde.
Híjole.
Ya sé quién es, pero no digo nombres.
No.
El que sabe, sabe.
Sí, el que sabe, sabe.
El que sabe, sabe. El que no sabe, pues no sabe. Un saluditos para el camarada Red Hood. hey. Let's. This is the part where we're about to have some fun here on Espinosa Talks. Let's talk Wrestling Botches APW edition. I got one. Furcio brincó, se resbalió y se dio una chompa. He took 2021
from promos.
I think I would have the worst one. That's gotta be me. I tend to botch all my promos. Ya ves, when my first win, which was against Militar Jr. on a three falls match, I won. Me saqué a bajar. I got off and I went to Rudy. It was the time when Rudy attacked me. He's like, ¿Y cómo te sientes? And he gave me the mic and I grabbed it. First off, buenas tardes, Laredo. Oh, no, buenas noches, Laredo. I had said buenas noches. And then I'm just like, I couldn't even get my, breath back in. I'm still like, I was like, Rudy, calmala. I turned off the mic. I'm like, calmala, güey, no respiro. They're like, oh, so you don't have any words. Remember when you say he took over for me because I couldn't breathe, but I botched it. I wasn't supposed to talk. He was like, I remember you said this and that. Este vato me pasó el mic en corto. I was like, I panicked. I didn't know what to say. No me dijo que iba a decir nada. He just said,
no
habla.
promo.
Yeah, he didn't say do a
Speaking
promo.
of promos, I got another bot. Red Hood's promos, way. They always talk over him. DLC. What I remember? Chingao.
The one I remember, it was going back to the show that pues el ese de Tía Alma, the benefit show.
Yeah, I know.
He was there. Que pues que thank you for coming. Lo que era yo and like 3 other dudes in the back. I don't remember who it was. I honestly don't remember. Sobres, empieza la lucha, hombre. Y hablaste mucho. La mamá de este niño. And he's still there talking.
This is one of those. So no, I más de una vez, one more occasion where he gets talked over. Pues pobrecillo.
Pobrecillo. Honestamente, pobrecillo. My respects to him. Pero even I know, even though I suck at promos, I'll straight up be with you. If you tell me right now, cut me a promo.
I just start talking, güey. De verdad. Si se me sale algo, se me sale. Pero, but yeah, like I said, the desmadre clicks, the Lucy desmadre crew came along as APW was making its foundations. And we were usually, the rally was the ruler crew. There's siempre, especially across in Mexico, there's always a rulo clique. Siempre.
Yes.
Hay una que es la clica chilanga ruda in Mexico City. Very big fan base, but it is what it is. Puro rudo. También hay en Saltillo, like they have this cliques, ¿verdad?
Mm-hmm.
And as besides the other members of the founding members, which is Damien Sanjay, Mario, Danny, Eric, and myself, and Arturo came along. See? No.
Yeah, Arturo's otro rollo, bro. Honestamente, Arturo's otro rollo. Este le entra todo.
Arturo, Facebook jail. He hasn't posted.
Oye, fíjate que he hasn't posted, but yet he called me last night. And anda, he's dope. Anda bien. Anda, he's still in Corpus. Oh, excuse me. Anda trabajando, like he's working now. He wants to come back, but I don't think he's coming back. At least in my opinion, he seems a little more happier over there in Corpus. So, un saluditos para Aviatizo Luchadora. I'm sorry if I messed up your name, perdón. And Andrea Herrera. Why does that name sound familiar? I have so many people added on here. I don't know who's who.
What I said. Que venga mi camarada Extreme y a su hermano Éxtasis. Que han echando el desmadre.
I want to get them on here. I actually want to get them on. I'm going to try my best to get either one of them here on this podcast for one of the upcoming episodes. But now, I think it's time we talk about the funniest wrestle botches that there's been in APW. Number 1, I don't even want to mention it, but I think you know which one I'm going to say.
La caída de Decimus.
Which one was that one? Which one was that one?
The one I'm sorry. Ya, Decimus, perdón, pero cuando dijiste no vale más la vida, pero and he threw himself on the second turnbuckle. Tejanos, no. And I was chinga, güey. That hurt like the motherfucker.
No, I think the number 1 botch, at least in my books, has to be that tag match with ¿quién era? Blue Envy, Militar Jr. versus Ice Dragon and Red Hood. I think it was them. Or something like that. Que Red Hood se subió a la top, like at the top, y brincó, like with a splash to the outside con Ice Dragon. And you know how when you jump from the top, brincas and you actually like look like you're flying?
Yeah, right.
Este way brincó. He like jumped, pero it looked like he like just fell. Like he looked like he just fell forward. If I find this video on YouTube, it's gonna be available only on the YouTube and Spotify version. You guys are gonna be, well, at least YouTube, you guys will be able to watch that little clip if I find it. If not, I am so sorry. Red Hood. But he jumped and it looked like he fell.
You know who? Red Hood me dijo que le fue muy mal, que se cayó. Y dice, ¿cómo? No, que me caí. Pero ¿cómo, güey? You know when cuando ni siquiera te explica qué pasó. I'm like, you botched the gacho, didn't you? Pero, pobrecillo.
Esa and entrance fails has also, it's always Red Hood that messes up on the entrance fails. I'm sorry to say it. He always trips on the cord.
No. The one with DJ, güey. Pues que te cortó el cable, ¿verdad?
DJ Frankie.
Really well porque pues le gritó a Rudy algo que y la pinche música.
Yeah, it was Red Hood. He always trips on the wire. He always trips on the extension cord all the time. It's either that or when we wrestle at Tejanos, he trips on the parking lot. You know those yellow things on there, the barrier type things. He always trips on that or the wire. I'm sorry to say it. Sorry to put you out there, Red.
No.
Un saluditos para el Ángel, el West Side. ¿Es el West Side? Trova Gangs. Ya sabrás. Pero un saluditos para el camarada del West Side. The West Side Los Santos.
Aquí andamos, papi. What else?
Este camarada anda como que si anduviera narcos. ¿Qué onda con eso? No estás en narcos, amigo.
Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Aquí andamos. Ay, qué pinche carro.
Pues baja la ventana, pa. No te ahogues. Aquí el K se metió en el carro, anda hotboxing un car. He's about to hotbox after this episode. Para los que no sabían, he's about to hotbox the car after this episode. Yo no sé nada. Okay, so I deleted a small part because I didn't want to, put this company on blast for anything, even though we got nothing against them. But we still didn't want to, get in trouble by them. So we decided not to add this part into the podcast.
Another unpopular view or opinion. Well, not unpopular, porque even though my opinion, ya de por sí on this topic, that's biased, porque el otro día, Angel Garza, aka el hijo del ninja, I still call
him yeah. Angel, his boss, he now goes by Garza, Humberto, right?
No, Humberto Garza, Humberto Garza is one of his cousins.
Okay.
Porque Angel Garza, aka hijo del ninja, es pariente. He's family members with Héctor Garza, que en paz descanse.
Oh, okay. How... Yeah, I was getting them confused. Okay. I got you there. Me había confundido. I got confused there.
What posted que I don't know who he targeted, pero he targeted one a deathmatch / hardcore wrestler, medio extremo y cíclope.
Oh, was it that one dude with the syringes in the mouth?
Sí. No, okay, I see eyelids.
Oh, it was I thought it was the mouth. My bad. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, I actually saw that post. He posted it on his wrestling one.
Y dijo que se respeten.
Exactly.
And que se respeten y que se respeten, no hagan esas payasadas. That's when I had to cut him off. Hey, I see, my opinion, I see deathmatch wrestling as aka hardcore / extreme wrestling como it's not for everyone. No es para todos.
Exactly.
I see deathmatch wrestling as, and people are gonna agree with me, los que sí me conocen, it's like death metal. It's the subgenre of that certain route, like wrestling.
Yeah.
Porque there's so many styles. There's technical wrestling. There's high-flying wrestling. Strong style.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different type of wrestling. Not all wrestling is exactly the same.
Muchos estilos.
Yeah.
and yet, you know, there's still a big, no pun intended, diehard fan base for deathmatch wrestling,
Yeah.
aka hardcore slash extreme wrestling. I think now we've been calling deathmatch because back then, fíjate, I grew up watching ECW slash CCW and
Oh,
JCW.
CZW. Oh, bro. Don't get me started with that. I found out about CZW, what, like 4 or 5 years ago. And I was just curious because I had once saw a poster here in Laredo, no me acuerdo qué company, but they were promoting a death match. Y pues I was curious of what a death match was. I searched that up on YouTube and I came across a documentary they did for CZW from Vice. I checked it out. I'm like, if this is deathmatch wrestling, this is for me. And ever since, I haven't, like, if you check my YouTube history right now, there's a bunch of deathmatch, a bunch of APW, and a bunch of ECW, because that's pretty much all the type of stuff I watch. Like, if I'm honest, for wrestling related, that's all I watch.
Sí, pero it's like I said, ese estilo de lucha is not for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Like death metal, it's not for everyone. It's a subgenre of metal, of a subgenre of a subgenre. Es un subgénero of wrestling. It's a subgenre of, and it's not really for everyone. It's a lifestyle. And I love it, and I respect I respect 95% of all deathmatch slash hardcore slash extreme wrestlers. Los mis respetos.
Mm-hmm.
No todos can take a light tube. Not everybody can take some skewers in the fucking head.
Honestly.
Against Masada.
Honestly.
Syringes, you name it, way.
Honestly.
It takes balls.
Yes,
Muchos
it does.
Huevos.
Yes, it does. Like, yes, that way, no, I'll say all these so-called death matches that we've witnessed here in Laredo, for example, Necro. Like, just this recent show that you were there, that we had Necro, Raxo, and Kyrie Adams all go at it in a triple threat extreme. No. It was a false count anywhere, no DQ match. They did awesome. I won't lie. That was a good match. La vendieron con ganas, especially Necro, todo marcado in the back and everything. Could there have been some light tubes? In my opinion, I would say it was a solid, like, 8 out of 10. It was a good match. For me, it would have been a little more better if the table didn't break the way it broke. And if there was a couple of light tubes. It would have been better like that, but some other people could have said it was a 10 out of 10.
You need to clean this shit up for the next match.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I was in previous deathmatch promotion like ICW, well, not ICW, but the one I told you, no, they would just, no, they cannot see the mess they caused from the previous match. No, they had to clean it up. Like,
yeah,
they had like, pero like I said, it's a whole process.
Yeah, I think that should have been. I think, in my opinion, it should have been the main event, para que no tuvieran que limpiar así de volada.
Yeah, the mess. Pero it was a good match. Like I said, every time if there's a death match slash hardcore match, allá voy a estar.
Honestly, me. If you've noticed, every death match, every extreme match, you see, I'm there. Especially if it's APW or ROWL. Especially if extreme is gonna be como con Extreme en Akuma. I was the one filming the match, but I didn't want to film it because if you watched back the video, if you watch back that video, if you watch, like, honestly, if you guys watch back that video, all the video is just me yelling. If you watch it.
Lucha Extrema.
Lucha Extrema. You can never forget that. Se te olvidó el horn. You forgot the horn. If you guys go to any APW show or watch any APW YouTube video, there's only one famous noise you'll hear. The horn. That's him. That's him. He's the one with the horn.
Horn guy. Soy el de producción también.
If you guys saw my previous YouTube vlog and the uncut version of it. Producción, queremos aire acondicionado. That was him.
Like I said, now I'm the producción guy. Like, there's certain regulars I don't know their name. I need to ask their name. Pero, hey, producción, el micrófono, producción. Like,
Exactly.
I went from the horn guy to the producción guy.
I know, that's true. You would always hear me going with his horn and yelling, and then all of a sudden he became the producción, la campana. Producción, el micrófono.
Because y'all fucked up, way.
He was once bellboy. That match I had when I wrestled against Rudy, that there was no bell, that you just came in with your phone, ding ding ding.
Oh yeah, that was the one where Jay también he grew the outcome of the match.
That's the one thing that I try to talk to Jay about, is that if you go to the back and you see the roster, like, mira, I'm gonna be straight up with you. That did not just happen. Okay, I'm gonna be straight up with you. We walk in backstage. There's a wall. On that wall, there's a piece of paper like this. It says match 1. Name, first is name. Circled or highlighted is the winner. Same thing as he comes in all the time, checks it, reads it, y se va. Y nomás de repente I just see him talking to someone y le está diciendo like the results. I'm like, Jay, córtala. Because he like gives off the...
A veces, I'm like, Jay, ¿con quién hablas? It's because he's... Chingao. Jay, your thing is, love you. Love you, Jay.
But you're stupid.
Échale ganas. Échale muchas ganas.
Por favor. Échale ganas, amigo. Y por favor, take my advice. Don't give out results. And don't say who's behind the mask.
Pero, sorry, I was bajando el aire, digo, the windows. Oh,
He's high. I repeat, ladies and gentlemen, he is high. He is high here on Espinosa Talks. We have him on video. Look at his eyes. Tiene los ojos de chino. Por el barrio Camino. Ah, no, ese es él.
Mino.
Con los ojos de chino.
Con los ojos de chino. Por el barrio Camino. Que se meta conmigo, amigo. Por la buena le digo y sigo.
We're gonna get coffee right away.
Extreme, if you ever get a chance to watch this live, hit me up, bro. Kyle. If we want you in an Espinosa Talks episode, manda el inbox.
What else I'm about to say is the recent the upcoming, ¿cómo se llama? ¿Cómo se dice? I think the upcoming stars, I think they have a very big chance of making it big. You know, Ilusión, Laxo.
Mm-hmm.
I think ASF, you know, he's already up.
If I'm being honest, I don't know why, it's in my gut, like, it's a gut instinct, but I feel that we're about to witness Ilusión, Raxo, ASF. One of those three, or maybe all three of them, in AEW Dark within the next few months. I don't know. It's just in my gut right now. Okay, especially ASF. Because look at him. He recently just wrestled in GCW in that one match with Thunder Rosa.
My boy Tony, you know, my boy ASF. Saludos, Tony. Saludos. Hope you're doing good. We out here. Aquí andamos, papi.
Es ASF. Mucho flow. Es ASF. Un saluditos para el ASF.
Putting the name up very high. Roxy también. She's in ROH.
Ah, sí, la Roxy. She's in ROH. She's the women's champion of ROH. Se aventó. I saw her match. Se aventó. It's a good match. But now, let's talk about Mr. Helicopter Flair.
El helicóptero. Fucking helicopter. Mira, güey.
Helicopter Flair.
Helicopter Flair over there. I know he already got dropped from WWE.
Oh, he did?
Ahorita.
He did?
Yes, güey.
Yeah.
he got censored on the intro.
No.
He like, y luego pues ahorita I'm questioning if he's gonna be censored también in AEW or in AAA. Well, maybe not AAA, but maybe
Yeah,
in
AAA doesn't
AEW.
really care. AAA doesn't really care. Well, they do, but not as much.
I
Yes.
can go. No,
Do
what
you
was I
think it's
about to
true though?
say?
Do you think it's true though
Well,
about the helicopter?
knowing him, es que what he did, but mira, we're getting into some dangerous waters here. Y pues ni modo, I'm gonna say it. According to the interview on Dark Side of the Ring, the lady in question, she said they had a settlement of a certain amount of millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm.
Y aún la hace de pedo. O sea, you already got what you agreed to.
Yeah.
If there was like contract with it, which I don't know if there was anything signed, pues yeah, you got almost what you wanted. ¿Por qué la quieres prolongar? What you wanna, you know, like I said, want to make more drama out of this. Pero. I get it. Anything could have happened. I wasn't there in the infamous airplane ride from hell.
Yeah.
But yeah, on a surface level, yeah, that's shitty. I would not like some guy doing the helicopter thing with his penis to one of my family members. Yo también estaría ardido. Honestly, that's not cool.
I'd be mad about it, but at the same time, I don't know why. I'd kind of be laughing at it. Like, yes, I'd be mad. Of course.
Yo estaría encaputado, you know?
Like, honestly, you're right there. See, I'd be pretty mad about it y todo. But at the same time, I'd kind of be laughing. Like, I'd be laughing a little bit about it. Porque...
It's Ric Flair.
Exactly. You're like, I think it'd be a funny story to say, hey, you know Ric Flair? Yeah. He was doing the helicopter inside an airplane.
Well, the situation in question is that the la hermosa, the air waitress is that she got cornered.
Mm-hmm.
According to her, and it's not consent. So ahí está el pedo.
Exactly.
Y ahí, okay, I'm mad.
Do you think?
It's all about consent.
Do you think they? You know that? Have you ever heard Ric Flair "Drip" by Offset and Metro Booming?
Sí.
Do you think? Do you think they'll take it down?
Wait. Okay. Es que that type of music, wait, they kind of glorify it. Sorry, not sorry. Let's be real. That song in question, the genre that's in, they glorify that shit.
True. Estoy en mi peak.
It's like I said, it's fucking hypocrisy, way. If it was some other guy or nobody, te van a cagarte el palo. Oh, but you're famous. It's a big name. They'll come at your aid.
Exactly. Someone understands it. Okay, so I got a message. I posted a poll on Instagram earlier today, but I already took down the poll because I already have all the questions, and some of them were like, "Ask me your conspiracy theory questions," and one of them was, let me get into all the questions. Okay. Oh, okay. This question went back into the whole episode number 4 with Young LFB. The question was. Okay. It said, do you think the Chuck E. Cheese pizza is reused? Or it's just random que salen like in random pieces?
Mira. Somebody has worked with fast food industry before. I'm not surprised. Porque la pizza, the pizza that Chuck E. Cheese is making, mm-hmm. It's already pre-made. It's just put in the oven. Oh, not oven, perdón. Excuse me. microwave.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of backwater shit. I want to talk shit about these restaurants as local and also corporate. Want to hear them?
Here on Espinosa Talks, we don't care how bad it gets. We are gonna expose if we have to expose.
Okay.
So suelta
You
la
know
sopa,
that-
papa.
Oh, ese. Good thing I covered. You know Danny's restaurant?
The Mexican
Not
restaurant?
Danny. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
90% of the place, la mayoría de los platos, güey, is microwave.
Oh, yeah.
It's pre-
Yeah, eso sí me lo sé. I'm not gonna
And
cap.
don't
I know that.
like that food. Y yo les digo, that shit, it's literally, lo ponen en el refri, en un plato, le ponen, ¿cómo se llama?
Clear wrap.
Wrap, lo ponen al micro, y vámonos.
Exactly. I agree on you with that one because we once went. I'm not gonna say the exact one,
Okay?
but we went to one of the locations. I'm just gonna give off two locations, and it's one of those two, the one by the library, and the one near the mall. That's the closest I'm gonna get to where they're actually at. We went to one of those, and we were sitting where like the kitchen is at. Okay, you enter. Están todas las tables. We sat towards where like the front of the entrance of the kitchen was at, and it was my mom that saw our plates. Yeah, as soon as we ordered them, the lady took it in. Oh crap! Excuse me. The lady took our order in, sent it into the system y todo, and lo puso like the little post-it or whatever it is on the little rack. 2-3 seconds later, my mom saw that they put the plates up there. Le dijo, ya de volada. And then they saw the lady grab it and take it into like the microwave oven looking thingy. And she stuck it in there for like 2 minutes. Y luego llegó nuestra food. My dad's food was cold. Mine was cold. My mom's was cold. The only thing that was hot on that plate were the beans. The rice tasted like total garbage. The only good thing about it was the chips and salsa. And the drinks. Other than that, it was all garbage.
Cuando está a las 4 de la mañana, going out of the bars from downtown, you know which location I'm talking to.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's only good when you're estás pedo, when you're drunk.
Especially if you guys are from Laredo, you guys know what which specifically which restaurants we're talking about.
Just letting you know. Pero okay, another backwater shit about the restaurant conspiracy theories. The great, mira, okay, it's not really a conspiracy theory, but it's more like a compliment to this certain company or franchise. The only franchise that I know, that's corporate level, that's legit, like it's not micro and it's actually made. It's Peter Piper's Pizza.
Yes.
The dough is fresh.
Yes. I know for a fact that pizza has to be freshly made.
It's freshly made.
Especially because of the sauce. If you go, I'm not afraid to say it. If you go to the one by Guadalupe, which is pretty much near Rudy's house, if you go to that one, sometimes, and I'm saying sometimes, they add the right amount or they add too much. The one that's by H-E-B, by the one with the carpa, they are always good. Siempre andan al 100. They're always behind their pizza at all times. I've seen it before because we were there for a party once, for my nephew's party, and we got there an hour before it started. We were sitting at the waiting tables. El guy had put the pizza, and by the time my sister got there, to place the order for the party y todo, the guy picked up the pizza that was there, like, after a while, and I saw him myself. He threw it on the garbage. They're constantly on their pizza. Always.
Yeah, because those Chuck E. Cheese pizza is just microwave shit.
Yeah, but that's my thing. This dude that I did the dude I did this podcast with, episode 4, Young LFB, he said that he had his own experience at one of the Chuck E. Cheese locations. Not here. He lives out of town, which makes me think, is it only out of town or is it in specific Chuck E. Cheese's they do this? But he saw that, you know how when the workers, especially in Peter Piper's, they're walking, picking up the trash y todo, ¿verdad? You see them throw everything in there, in like their little garbage chute box thing. He walked by, saw he did a walk through. He picked up all the trash, took it, left the pizza. A few minutes later, he came back, took all the, como let's suppose if there's 2 slices of pizza, he took the one that wasn't bitten and was complete, took it back, took it to the back. He saw him take it back, which makes me think: do you think they're doing this whole, okay, let's add random pieces into a tray, llevárselo a alguien más? Just add a little cheese on top, melt it, take it to them.
Almost, what happened? Ching out, and I know it's because I used to work in a lot of food industry jobs. Yeah, I know. I'm already got a good job going. I told you about it. Yeah, I'm done with food industry. The only good experience from the food industry was learning about the food industry in general and how to work fast. Wanda and chinga. Especially at Popeyes.
All right, let me see if there's any more food related topics. All right, I believe I wrote them down. Since I'm live on Instagram right now, I think I wrote them down on this one. Was it this one? Oh yeah, here it is. Got them right here. Aunque no se nota tanto por la light, pero they're like pues aquí muy apenas se mira, but they're right there. One of them is, do you think they're putting this whole 5G tower type things or the 5G towers to end with people or to actually help the people? In my opinion, I think they're doing it to kill people. What a coincidence. They started doing the whole 5G thing. COVID hit.
It's que mira. Let me just tell you this immediately. If it goes with the whole tracking thing, they're already tracking us, right?
Oh, they've always tracked us.
Our phones are chipped. Our information has been sold as we're speaking. Our credit cards are chipped. And you have a number. You know what number is it? Your socials. You got a number. Your number, insert whatever.
Yeah.
666.
Do you,
it is your cattle. It's you already have a number. It's your socials.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna go off a little bit topic off of here from the 5G thing, but it's still phone related. Do you have an iPhone?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if they fixed this glitch already, but they said it was a glitch. I feel it was just government being the government. But have you ever gotten a phone call? I'm gonna get my old phone here for a second. It's not an iPhone ni nada, but have you ever picked up the phone? You know what? Let me call mi mamá. Boom. You're there on the phone waiting for it to ring, ¿verdad? Más, all of a sudden, you answer, but let's suppose que estás con unos camaradas and y'all are laughing. And you say, oh, look, it's mi mamá. And if they call you and they're like, oh, mira, es mi mamá, ha, ha, ha. They all start laughing. And then you answer. And she's like, were you just laughing at me? And you're like, how do you know I was laughing? But I wasn't laughing at you, but I was laughing. Has that ever happened to you? Where they're able to hear your conversation before you even pick up?
No, but this really happened before I went off to do my errands ahorita with my mom's.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to my pops, ¿verdad?
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about him, ¿verdad? I know it's just coincidence, but it's weird. Now that we're talking about it. I was just telling mi madre, no, pues yo creo que te puede hablarte en cualquier momento, mijo, ya la conozco. Ring! My mom. Like 3 seconds afterwards. And my pops just looking at my father. I'm like, ¿ves, mijo? La tengo bien así. I'm like,
yo, hey. Hey. I just turned to the live. I don't know if you noticed my face expression when I noticed. I looked at the comments, and someone made a very good, comment here that actually made me pop my eyes for a second. This person said, what if we're the aliens and Area 51 is actually normal Earth? I never thought of that.
We're aliens in another outside the planet. If we go to Mars,
we're aliens.
We're extraterrestrial. That's where the term extraterrestrial, terrestrial being like us, that's not from this Earth. That's where the whole other alien slang / geography term for us Mexicans come in, which is está mal, ya de por sí. But there's the one with the W. Pero yo les
Oh,
digo, if I get back con una pinche toalla se me quita. Güey, shit's bad. La
honestly,
mera verdad. I
what do you
I haven't
think?
heard
What do you
no,
think? Do you think
my
aliens are
favorite
real?
one, and I haven't heard this derogatory term in a while, but I think it's worse. Beaner.
Yo,
Have you
that's
been
true. I
have
haven't.
you
If
been
you think about it, I
there?
have never heard beaner in a while. It's been a while since I've heard the word beaner.
Back in the Modern Warfare 2 days, I got dropped the B bomb and the M bomb in the same turn was that. And let's just tell you, at the time, sí, pues me agüito, pero at the same time, I come back with another derogatory term. It's back in the day. World War II and Black Ops 2. No, hombre. Good old
Honestly,
shit.
I'm not gonna lie. I've played like I'm not gonna cap. I'm not much of a gamer. The most games I can actually tell you I play is GTA 5
Warzone
and COD Mobile. I'm not really much of a gamer guy.
gamer.
Like I'm not much of a gamer, but I do play my games here online, you see. And whenever I play así como like COD Mobile, when I used to play it, there was a bunch of I'm not gonna lie. There's a bunch of Indians. There's a bunch of Mexicans, Russians, y todo. And the only clear word you hear from them is the N word. Being honest, that word is more used than literally hello.
Oh,
In all honesty.
no, te digo, o sea, qué gachos. Pero okay, going back to the whole extraterrestrial thing. Yeah, we're technically aliens in another planet because we're not from there.
Yeah, that's what I understand. But what this dude is saying is, what if, how we've always had this whole thing about UFOs and aliens y todo eso, right?
Right.
What if, like, if this guy said, what if us, like, just us humans are the aliens, and like here Earth beyond Area 51 is literally alien world for us, and once we cross those Area 51 gates, that's Earth for us aliens. Do you think do you think maybe like there has to have some like alien type stuff here or something like that?
Anything alien related? Pues I don't know if you remember this, pero a year ago there was a shooting star
Mm-hmm.
that came across Laredo, and I remember really well porque it was a bright green. It was a bright green, red. No, it was green, and then it turned into red when it shoot aqua.
I think I missed that star. I believe I missed it. I think I was.
But I was outside at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It looks. I know you can see outside, but there's some rain going in.
Yeah, there was a thunder strike. I was like, was it thunder or was it just like que se pegó mi apa o algo porque it sounded like a bang. So I'm like, it's probably thunder.
Oh wow! Y no lo vas a, no lo vas a ayudar. You're not gonna
No,
help your
he
boss?
did. He once did something way worse to me. It was nomás no. All right, give me a quick second. We're still gonna be here on the thing. I'm just gonna go ahead and end off the live here on Facebook. Porque yeah, the rest of this episode is going just for,
2 hours.
everywhere else except Facebook. So see you guys later, Facebook. Okay, I believe we are officially done on Facebook. Let me just verify. No, yeah, we're done on Facebook officially.
Man.
Now we're just recording.
I just shared it. Just what you.
Yeah,
know.
I barely got the notification right now. Like, oh come on.
Hey, I was scared if I get out of the app, the live would end.
No, it
And I
doesn't. It
barely
doesn't.
found out yet. Good thing I did on time.
All right, we're good. But like I was saying, if you think about it, we're still live on Instagram. If you think about it, do you think like there has to do like, do you think maybe aliens might actually be real?
It is. There's lots and lots of planets and stars out there, and saying that there's no other life forms out there, it's considered denial.
Alright, hold on. Mande.
Sorry.
Pajarito. Ya le dio lipo. Ya deja la mota, amigo. Ya deja la mota.
A ver. Le voy a decirle al extreme. So I can give you a chop.
You gave it to me already. Yo, that was one of the worst chops I've ever received.
No. Una de décimos. Esa sí está pesada.
Si Decimos me va a dar un chop, you gotta get chopped by Extreme and Estelaris Jr.
Estelaris Jr., yes. Not segundo. It's
Junior.
I got my differences with him, but nah, es mi camarada. You know, Dark Cobra and his sibling, nah, son la mera humble ass people.
Honestly,
de verdad son,
honestly
bueno,
they are.
La verdad, inside and out of the ring. Pero bueno, le estaba diciendo, you know who I want to get chopped by at least once, and I hope I survive, was LA Park. I was about to ask him, pero no.
No, for me, on my books, I want to get chopped by Cinta de Oro and Pagano. Those are the two people I want to get chopped by. Those are on my list. I was, like, I'm not going to lie, I was stoked for the, October 22nd show at the Casa Blanca. It sucks.
LA Park is somebody I want to get chopped by at least once, and I hope I survive.
Nah, I'm pretty sure you will, because they don't tend to go as hard on us as they go with the wrestlers. Okay, the wrestlers know how to receive it and actually, like, aguantarse.
And I know que as much as they tell you con huevos, o sea, con huevos, no te van a echarte con huevos. Why? Legal reasons.
Exactly. But if you tell one of the local ones, como que si you like, te quitas la shirt, como Julio from Wrestle Vlogs. Shout out to Julio from Wrestle Vlogs. If he takes off his shirt and he tells, literally, if he tells ASF, chop me, él te lo va a dejar caer. No legal reasons worried here.
No Vaseline whatsoever, así, a mano dura, paz.
But if also, let's suppose Julio asks Elea Park, está bueno, there's a chance he'll do it, pero no se la va a dejar caer tan fuerte como un local. Porque they have legal reasons on why they don't chop a wrestler. Como Cinta de Oro. He would chop people, and he still does. I'm not gonna lie, he still chops people. But at least in my opinion, I don't think he chops as hard as he chops another wrestler. I don't think he chops people as, like, that's what I mean, like, people like us as fans as he chops a wrestler.
Because they're trained when they're used to this type of. We know about this. What else I'm about to say? But one of your questions, or that was the two most asked questions of your poll.
Let me check. The other one was. Okay, this next one says, what do you think? Does the government always look at you, whether it's through your phone's camera, other people's camera, computers, TVs, and or traffic lights?
It's not that it's a constant watch, but it's just gathering data and information. Because as we're speaking,
we're actually being recorded right now as we speak. Like, obviously, yes, I'm recording, but we know for a fact the government is watching us right now. Like, honestly.
Oh, microphone thing también. Right now, there's gonna be a commercial about wrestling, or even the lowest one, whatever the fuck. Algo entre comillas. But there's one that always, sí me asusta. When you think of stuff. Like,
yes!
The one from, especially from Wish. Pienso like an anime figure. Algo entre comillas. Something like that. Guess what? I get some recommendation from Wishlist, and exactly what I was thinking about.
Yes.
I'm like, no mames, I think say anything.
I'm not gonna cap. I'm honestly not gonna cap. This just happened to me like a few days ago. I believe it was the day before. I think it was before the day before the show that we were both there at
And
Roll.
just wait.
3 days before that show, I was thinking, and I told my mom, se me antoja un patty melt from Whataburger. And then the day after, I'm like, and I actually just thought about it. But after I said it, no me salió ni un Whataburger commercial, nada de eso. The following day, I'm here thinking about Whataburger, in specific that that barbecue chicken strip sandwich that they have. I was thinking about that. Y nomás de repente, I get a commercial on TV, and I was just thinking about it. I thought it was just like a random thing. Nomás de repente, Facebook ad, the Whataburger, YouTube ad from Whataburger, TV commercial, the Whataburger, and I go up to my mom. Mira, Whataburger, in the TV, Whataburger. She's like, what a coincidence. What did you do? I'm like, yo no hice nada. It's happened to me where I'm here thinking about a show or a movie or literally a game or food. 5-10 minutes later, it's there. And I'm just thinking about it.
No, I tell you, the microphone's not cutting. Now we have to get in our thoughts.
And even like that, ya ves, I was thinking about Whataburger. And in specific, that one sandwich. And that commercial for that one sandwich came out.
Like I tell you, it's not constant watch. It's just gathering data.
Mm-hmm.
Es diferente.
Another question that I got is, this is more of like a you answer question, because they're like, they asked the question for you to like pretty much make up your own.
Or me.
Yeah. The question was, what is the number one thing that you are like have your very own conspiracy about, whether it's music or dealing with celebrities?
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Okay, I guess I guess I hit the good part here in Espinosa Talks.
Here we fucking go. Okay. A whole rabbit hole. It's a whole fucking rabbit hole with the celebrities, and especially the musical celebrities. Te voy a decir,
¿Dónde?
te la voy a hacer.
¿Dónde?
These artists, wait. Okay. Well, where do I begin? Where do I fucking begin? I think this one is already known, pero tal vez no lo sabes, but it's pretty interesting, and it makes total sense. And in Televisa, I think you heard del canal Televisa, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Big corporation from Mexico.
Yeah.
Have you infamous el catálogo de Televisa? Catalog?
I think so, yeah. I think I've heard of it. If I'm not mistaken, I think I have.
The infamous catálogo de Televisa is basically, it's like a prostitute catalog. And guess who's in that prostitute catalog? A lot of the women from Televisa.
If you think about it, that's true. That's true.
Es que en Mexico, güey, son amarinchistas in Televisa. What do I mean by amarinchista? It means that I'm gonna say a word that sounds derogatory, but it's true. It's called being a coon, a sellout.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody that hates their own race.
Oh, that's typically normal. Ya ves, those Mexican Trump supporters, they're even hating on their own, en su misma raza. Like, I don't want to get into like this whole like ¿cómo se llama? Like, you know, ¿cómo se dice? I had that word in the tip of my tongue.
Coconuts. No paledos.
No. There's it's in the tip of my tongue. That they say that there's never an ending conversation for this, and it's all for religion and la religión y la. Bro, I can't remember that word. It's religion.
Pero let me
Politics. There you go.
Este-
There you go. Politics. I don't want to get too much into politics here because I don't want no hate heading over here. But like, if you think about it, when
But
Trump was president,
myself,
huh?
I got some very strong opinions.
Yeah, say like
About
I mean
religion.
honestly, I don't care about who's president. Before I get into this, I don't care who's the president. I don't care about none of that. I'm just saying what in my opinion is when Trump was president. I'm not gonna say he was a good president. I'm not gonna say he was a bad. He was for me. He was a neutral. But what I'm gonna say is, when Trump was president, there was a bunch of whites, a bunch of blacks, and a bunch of Mexicans that hated Mexicans. Prove me wrong on that point. Mexicans are the number one
and that's
people that will turn their back on their own race. Sorry to say it.
Televisa literally sucks up to the American demographic. Have you even noticed the telenovelas? Look at the color of their skin. A lot of them, they're not even Mexican.
Yeah, it's a bunch of white,
they're not from Mexico.
white.
They're foreigners. They're from
Yeah.
España. Even from Italian heritage.
Exactly.
If you see the telenovelas, they know what they're doing
Honestly,
because it sells.
honestly,
Hay muy poquita gente que es de color, not white, no,
Como
no,
un quemadito.
güerito o güerita,
yeah, like a little burned.
pero, es que they know what they're doing.
Yeah, and
And
honestly,
Vinny Pascal Jr., the head of Televisa,
mhm.
where we're just gonna come in. He's Jewish, and those people, I'm gonna say it, they tend to be codos.
Exactly. Yes. But have you
And
ever noticed here
I
in
don't
the U.S. when they're like, let's suppose I'm gonna bring out a random movie. No hate to this movie. I like this movie. I'll keep watching this movie. Have you ever seen Haunted House? That scary funny one with Marlon. I believe that's his name, Marlon.
Marlon.
And
Haunted
Gabriel
House?
Iglesias.
Ah,
Okay. I don't know why this didn't hurt. This didn't get to me. I really didn't care about this, but I never noticed it until you remember that whole thing going on with Gen Z is pretty much canceling people and all that. Que they were canceling que Speedy Gonzalez y que all these other people.
that's mira, güey. Us Mexican, we literally don't have a problem with Speedy Gonzalez or even the Tabasco fucking mascot, Un Charo.
Exactly.
That doesn't offend us.
Exactly.
Because
Like
I
to
think
me,
cancel-
it doesn't. Like.
And I don't know if you remember the Aunt Jemima.
Oh
Pancakes.
yeah.
They're- Her out because apparently it was considered racist.
Yeah, you even if you watch NFL now, the Washington team, what were they called? The Washington Redskins. What happened?
Redskins.
They're just Washington.
The
And Jemima,
Washington-
they changed it. I'm sorry to say it. I'm sorry to say it, and I'm sorry to say it, especially for Jay because he's around this generation. Generation Z. Just no,
Pussies.
no más no. They're little babies, literally for everything. They want to cancel everything. Yaves, I didn't even know about this. I didn't even pay much attention because it's a normal Mexican stereotype. The gardener, Gabriel Iglesias played a gardener, and I didn't really pay much attention to that. Like to me, like it's part of the movie. It's
parody.
normal.
It's una parodia.
Yeah, like
And you know what parody is? It's a comedy.
exactly.
It's supposed to be funny. It's not like it's not like como que I don't know, like it doesn't bother me. And yes, I know we just talked about the infamous B and W word. Que those really, pues, yeah, they a veces, sorry, I'm kind of breaking down. Sometimes they do, it strikes me, especially if it's from a random stranger.
Mm-hmm.
If they just call me the W and the B bomb.
To
call me
me,
a wetback or.
it doesn't like. A mí no me cala, pero like, let's suppose, como que like, si es de mi misma raza,
¿Me llama eso?
si es de mi misma raza, like, I'm Mexican. I won't say it. I'm American. I don't care. I'll say it. Pero si es de mi misma raza mexicana y me dice wetback or beaner, to me no me cala, porque es nuestra misma raza. But if you have some random white guy call me a beaner or a wetback, we're gonna have problems there.
¿Qué ole?
It's like saying, it's like a white guy calling the black guy an N-word. Being honest.
Oh.
We don't want to go in there, but it's like almost saying that to me,
it's complex.
Especially if it's a white guy. I don't know.
I got homies. They're my friends. That we call each other the soft N-word, right?
Mm-hmm.
The soft N-word. They don't like it. Well, one of them really is very. Hey, wait, don't call me the one with the porque now that's, even though it's kind of the same thing, almost.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the way you come out with it.
Yeah, it's all on how you say it.
También how do you use it and how you put it in what context.
Yeah, exactly.
Pero también it's a whole different ballgame with that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, honestly, like you said, you have friends that are black. I'm not gonna lie, I have friends that are black. When I was in ROTC, we went to Corpus. I met a few friends over there, and up to this day, I still talk to them. Yes, we mess around with each other. They call me a wetback. They call me a beaner. But we know when and where to do it. They tell me, call me the N-word. I don't mind. But even with their permit, like pretty much saying this, like pretty much have like people say having the N-word pass, and I'm finger quoting this, the N-word pass. I don't use it. I don't have honestly, I feel like I don't have a right to use that word. Yes, I'll use it within my own people.
And this is really staying on camera. I don't say it as often or as freely as of today, porque pues como ahorita está, you know how the heat is going with the cancel culture shit y todo eso. I don't say it as often. Honestly, I don't throw it as freely, porque it's a very sharp double-edged sword.
Yeah.
La verdad.
And well, pretty much this is the final question I have here. This is the final question that literally I have on the paper right here. Well, right there. And it says 9/11 inside job or not? You tell me. That's what it says. It right there on the paper.
It's not necessarily an inside job. It's also a plan in the making. It's a plan in the making.
Do you think it was actually predicted? Because if you like, there's I've seen some YouTube videos out there. I won't lie. I did get skeptical about that question because I made my own research on there, and I saw that there was a bunch of shows, a bunch of movies, and this and that predicted 9/11. But at the same time, I think it was some type of satanic thing going around. Because doing my research, you know how some people are. They do research and they go deep.
Rich people are not the same. Are literally a different breed way. They are not like the middle class or the lower class.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just get out of the way. They literally have you heard of the Masonics? The Masonic cult? Los Masónicos?
I think so. If I'm not mistaken, I think I did.
Oh, not a cult. It's a club.
Yeah. I believe I did.
There's a Masonic lodge here in Laredo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say where, but it's here, and it's in a very populated street.
La Samber.
It's there.
La Samber. Ay, ya sabrás. No, esas son las prostis. Esas son las que van por la Samber. Se me olvidó. Wrong street. Wrong populated street. Oops.
No, hombre. We have a Masonic lounge here in Laredo.
Mm-hmm.
And it's usually people of power. People are like que tienen feria.
Yeah.
And they're not the same people that you think they are. They're not normal people. They don't know about taxes. They don't know they don't know
what we know.
Lower class shit.
Yeah, they don't know what we go through because they have a better life than us.
they they um I'm not saying not to glorify poverty or struggling middle class. Hell, I wanna make my own bank and shit like that and be there. But don't sell your soul to those type of societies. And listen when I tell you this, when I say societies, because tiene sus clicas, they got their own societies. And they yes, um there's the Masonics. Well, the most out there one is the Masonics. Masonic.
Yeah.
Un Masonic. Look it up. And there's one here in Laredo. And it's usually people of power. I don't know who is, but it's most probably politicians and the
It's gotta be.
Killums.
Yeah. Honestly, I have my own like conspiracies about the Killums, but I don't get into it, especially because
I
living
wanna-
here in Laredo,
I
puede caer algo. So I'm not gonna get into that one.
Yeah, I know a lot of shit equals I fear for my safety porque it's like I tell you, these people, like I said, quote unquote, people that are like very high class, very, very high class privilege, they're not like us. They have their own way of thinking.
Exactly.
They got their own society goals.
Yeah, you're right on that. You're actually right on that. Especially, it's
high-
super right.
No gente normal. They don't
Honestly.
think like us.
Yeah, like us here, like being honest. One, like not saying some of us are like way too poor. Like yes, there is some people that are barely like making it, like barely able to pay their bills. But there's some people out here that don't need to worry about their bills. But there's a bunch that do. Like I consider my family, my household a middle class, like we can pay our bills, but sometimes we're like, oof, we might not be able to, but we still get it paid. There's sometimes that people like just with a phone, they might have to worry about having a phone the following month. There's some people who don't need to worry about having a phone for the following months because they know they will. It's honestly just we worry about paying our bills, paying our taxes because we can barely make it or we make it. Them, they're just like, oh, the bills got paid, whatever. Let's have a party. Gaste feria y mira, no taxes. Meanwhile, aquí,
They don't
taxa. We need to have a party, pero it has to be limited budget porque tenemos que pagar el bill. Estos acá, mira, tas.
It's a different mindset.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I tell you, like, there's the Masonics, the Bohemian Grove. Look at that club, Bohemian Grove. They have this festival, aka celebration, at the Bohemian Grove in California, and it's a club just like the Masonics, but it's more of North American, like higher end people.
Thinking about this, I don't know what in my mind made me think of this, but do you still watch SpongeBob?
Yeah.
Okay. It just came up to my mind. Remember this one episode where Squidward that like all of a sudden disappeared, that they didn't know where Squidward was for a while. That SpongeBob and Patrick were looking for Squidward, and eventually they found him going into like this cult, aka the Illuminati version of SpongeBob. Do you like? I don't know what in my mind made me think this when I watched this episode, but for some like weeks after watching SpongeBob, I didn't see SpongeBob the same. I just saw a whole Illuminati type thing for SpongeBob, but I don't know. Do you think maybe the show and the actors, the voice actors for the characters, are part of the Illuminati?
Maybe, like I tell you, they're higher end people.
Yeah, because
They got their own
there's some that expose the Illuminati. I'm gonna throw this name out here because I have not seen him in any movie.
It's not just Illuminati. There's so many cults and society. Not cult. It's a society.
Yeah. This dude, very funny guy.
Society.
Very funny guy in every movie I've seen him in. You might know him from the movie The Mask. Jim Carrey. And I mentioned this in episode 3. Well, yeah, I mentioned it in episode 3 with Lone Zone. Jim Carrey has not been in any movie. If you think about it, he hasn't been in any movie lately. But
The Sonic movie.
yeah, this upcoming one, I barely noticed that he's coming back. But he disappeared after a interview that he did. I believe it was Jimmy Fallon. I think it was with Jimmy Fallon, where he was exposing the Illuminati. And if you go watch that same video, people in the comment section that were there in the show were saying all those laughs that you hear are all computer animated. They added it into that video, into the live y todo. They were all saying they were not laughing. They were like low key fearing for their lives about it because he was spitting hardcore facts. And then what happens? I believe it was a week after that or a month. I believe if it wasn't his wife, it was a family member died. And then he disappeared. No one heard from him. He ghosted. We didn't even know who Jim Carrey. I honestly forgot who Jim Carrey was until Lone Zone brought it up to me. And then like Jim Carrey, I asked him, "Oh, Jim Carrey, the one from The Mask, right?" Yeah. I actually told them I thought he died, cause I haven't heard from him in a long, long time. So I thought he died.
Well, like I tell you, these celebrities, like I tell you, they got their own society, secret societies for them, and like I said, they don't think like us.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring up one more. This one's already out of the still around the topic of celebrities, but a little bit out of the Illuminati side. Do you remember that wildfire back in 2018 in California, the campfire?
It was 2019 or 2018.
Yeah, it was one of those two. But do you remember that one?
It was burning up half of California.
Yeah. Okay. You remember how it all started? That there was a fire and then it got out of control.
It also burned.
And then all of a sudden,
gender reveal.
The what?
Gender reveal that gone horribly wrong.
It was a gender reveal gone wrong. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, houses started going up on fire. Half of California started catching fire. They couldn't control this fire. And then, what? It was about 100-mile radius after that. Another fire started. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the name of this fire was the Wolseley Fire. I think it was that one. That it was, what a coincidence. It was around Calabasas, the area where most celebrities live. And keep this in mind. I've seen this many times happen. They're more focused on... They start focusing on the campfire, which is that one specific fire that started it all. Oh my God, people are dying. There's a big fire. It's murdered about this many people. Animals are dying. Environment is dying. This, that. And then all of a sudden, people start bringing in their own conspiracy theories that it was lasers that did it, that it was like a little strike that did it, etc., etc. And then people started bringing those conspiracies up. And what happens? Boom, Woolsey Fire comes in. Oh my God, did Kanye get his dogs out? Oh, Lil Pump, I'm scared. I'm afraid this fire is going to hit me. Everybody's worried about celebrities. Do you think they're doing a bunch of things to cover up real deals?
Yeah. It's called smoke screen. Una carpa de humo.
Mm-hmm. Like, there's also here's a very good example, honestly. Disney. Everybody knows this Disney conspiracy. The head. The Disney Frozen head.
Himself.
Mm-hmm. If you search up right now Disney Frozen, what's gonna come out? The Frozen movie. Do you think they purposely released the movie Frozen and Frozen 2 and all those, Frozen sequels and all that stuff just to keep covering up that Mr. Disney froze himself before he died to try to come back after?
Well, actually, that's kind of debunked because apparently he got buried. So I don't know, maybe it was a decoy that they put and they want to revive him. I think that's kind of debunked, but it's been for a certain amount of years that they froze him up and they want to revive him.
Yeah,
because it's possible. You can preserve a human being in pure brick ice for a certain amount of time at a perfect certain amount of degrees, to be preserved and to be fully alive. It's possible. But with Walt Disney, I think that one's debunked.
Yeah, if you think about it, yeah.
But it's like I said before, it's a smoke screen and something you just gotta look ahead.
Yeah, and I've seen it many times. Like, for example, like, here's another one. Like, honestly, if you think about it, let's suppose you go missing. And I'm sorry that, I'm going to bring this one up because this one is a little bit more of a ongoing thing right now as we speak. You go missing. What happens? Amber Alert. After a few days, an Amber Alert goes off, right? Oh my God, help us find this guy. He's this years old. This is what he was last wearing. Boom, 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 right? And then after a few weeks, or honestly, after a few hours, people forget. And I'm sorry to bring this one up. That Gabby Petito story.
Oh, that.
I'm sorry to say it. Like, I don't want to get into too much about this, but if it was you that got murdered, and like, I'm just sorry to put it in like that, but you go missing and get murdered and they find your body, they do it, let's suppose, an investigation for a few days, and look, they just do this. But since Gabby Petito was famous, and I'm finger quoting this because YouTubers are now famous after having 10K subscribers, you're considered famous. And well, she goes missing, and then they find her body. What happens? They're just focusing on Gabby Petito, Gabby Petito, Gabby Petito, Gabby Petito. Just look at this local family from Laredo that went to where was it, Monterrey or something like that. They're lost. They have not found them, and they still haven't found them. What happened? Where's that story? No one's talking about it. All right, guys. So we had to get rid of the last part of this episode because we went way too deep into this story that we really can't, like, I don't feel comfortable releasing this to the public, and we literally got way too deep into this conversation and a little too personal. So I decided to keep this part, at least for my sake and my mental health. I decided to go ahead and keep this part unavailable for YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, or anything. But this is gonna be the ending of the podcast. Here's the last few minutes of it. All right, Gus. Well, it was good to have you here on Espinosa Talks, episode number 5. Well, since this is episode 5, let's bring the stakes up. If this video gets 10 likes, which has never been done before on any Espinosa podcast. This video gets 10 likes. Being that it's episode 5, we're going to multiply it times 2. So if we get 10 likes, we will bring back Gus for another episode.
Okay.
And we're going to go hardcore. Once again, thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking some time to be here. Thank you for joining us. And well, Espinosa Nation, we will see you guys in another video. Not a video, another podcast, another episode. I'm not sure when I'll be posting another episode because I'm gonna be caught up a little bit with some, side jobs here. But I'll go ahead and see you guys in another podcast. Stay tuned for another video on YouTube. Make sure to follow us here on Spotify and on YouTube, guys. If you guys are new here, what are you doing? Smash that subscribe button. Other than that, guys, my name is Hector Espinosa. He's
Boy Gus here.
And we are out.
Con los ojos de chino, por el barrio camino, no se meta conmigo, amigo, por la buena le digo.